YouTubers, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Canadian property bubble are so big, LA and New York City are now more affordable. Now, let me kind of explain a little bit why LA and New York City are more affordable than living in the Canadian property bubble territory like Vancouver, Toronto, and our very few major cities we have. Why? Well, in the States, now an argument to side with America is that you could offset your mortgage, your interest on your mortgage, like a business, on your personal income tax. There's a lot of things you could do depending on what state you're in, where housing can be more affordable than living in the United States, because you get taxed less on your wages than you would if you were living in Canada. In Canada, you get taxed to oblivion here. A lot of people could agree with me that are watching this from Canada. So Canadian property bubble is that bad. Now we got a California rolling out across America where housing is just completely out of reach. And we called it here way before the day of the president-select got selected for presidency in America. Not elect, select, very big difference. And what's happening? Well, here it is. This is what they're saying, Better Dwelling. It's a really good written article. Canadian property bubbles have seen affordability creep past the world's most influential city, says Oxford Economics. Released new North American housing affordability indices, HAIs, for Q1 of 2021. The index measures housing affordability for the median household in various cities. They found that Canada's hottest real estate markets are now less affordable than globally influential U.S. cities. Heck, Canada property bubble even pushes the tiny steel city of Hamilton to become less affordable than Los Angeles and New York City. Now, if you guys know where Hamilton, Ontario, when I was growing up as a child, it was kind of a semi-ghetto. Not ghetto, but it was it's kind of stinky. Oil refinery, I think, is there. I don't know if the oil refinery is still open. Big steel refinery that's there. I'm not sure if the oil's still being. I'm not sure if that was a big oil lights. I'm not sure what that was. But comment below and let me know what that was when I was seeing when I was a kid. So Vancouver, Toronto, and Hamilton, home prices are at least affordable. What? Vancouver, Toronto, and Hamilton home prices are at least affordable? Canadian housing markets top their list of affordable markets in North America. Vancouver is the king of unaffordable housing. Yeah. Oh, least affordable. Oh, okay, unaffordable. Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought it meant at least affordable. No. The least affordable. Unaffordable housing. So Vancouver is the king of unaffordable housing. The 1.67 HAI score, by far the highest. A relatively distant second in Toronto at the 1.5 HAI score. So here it is, look. And then Hamilton comes in the third. So there it is right there. Vancouver, Chicago, Columbus. These places you can still pick up something for under 200 grand. Calgary, detached home, you're looking at about 500, but everything else, I don't know about Winnipeg, but I know in Dallas right now you can still pick something up for under 200,000 American. So in Canada, but look at here, look at these hot cities. Vancouver's number one on the HAI, then Toronto, then Hamilton, then San Jose, then Los Angeles, then Ottawa, Seattle, New York, Montreal, Miami. I wish they could put in here, I wish they could honestly, wholeheartedly put like Auckland, New Zealand, and Australia. It would be, I think it would be Vancouver, Sydney, Auckland, London. No, Vancouver, Sydney, London, Auckland, Toronto. That's how I see it would happen. And then all these other places here. And the states would be pushed down further, even other English speaking countries were added. So it goes on to say, world-renowned American cities with notoriously expensive housing fell behind Canadian cities. Los Angeles, for instance, came in as the fifth least affordable city list, and Seattle came in eighth. So Seattle wasn't anywhere in the top 25, 50 until 2017. Man, what a gong show in Seattle. So it goes in to say, but wait, there's more. Montreal home prices have been on fire since home buyers figured it would be the next expensive city. It ranks just behind New York City in terms of lack of housing affordability. Miami is America's largest tech super hub, is seeing explosive economic growth. It's still more affordable than Montreal. Oh yeah, living in Miami is a lot cheap. I lived in Florida for years. Quebec City has the most affordable housing in Canada. So we went over a graph showing how many years it takes for a person to save up to buy a property, a down payment on a mortgage. So look what's happening here. So let's continue. Canadian home buyers are asking buyers for more money to finish building. Running out of my time. Materials are going up, or money's by the wayside. Bank of Canada indicator now show some real estate markets are a bubble. Yeah, I think there's a problem there. Here on the channel, we were reporting that Vancouver and London, that's England, of course, not London, Ontario, is in a housing bubble, and this is 6 years ago. So we've been following this and unaffordable cities. We go Vancouver, Sydney, Australia, brain drain. We got into this quite a bit back in the day. We still are. People forced into homelessness. This is all 5-6 years. This goes way back. I haven't lived here in years. Food is costing more than my rent. So there's lots happening. Housing crisis, 10K per day loss, property tax hike, mass exodus of young families leaving. Again, 5-6-year-old videos here that have been up here for years that we've been reporting on and discussing. Don't forget to check out all these series that I have here. I don't want to go too much off topic, but building our Filipino home in the Philippines, it's almost done for $6,000. And that's poured concrete, by the way. So let's get back here. Canadian uninsured mortgage debt is growing 4 times larger than insured debt. That's a major issue. Canadian inflation makes the fastest 2-month acceleration growth of over half a century. We talked about this on Commonwealth for Common People. There it is right there. This is a major issue that's going to cause major humanitarian problems here in Canada for its citizens. Every citizen is going to be affected by this. It doesn't matter which English-speaking country you are in. In Australia, you could feel it. In UK, you could feel it. UK has more food banks than they do Burger King, Subway, and McDonald's put together. So that's in the city of London. So there's a lot happening, guys. And I don't even know how to kind of approach this, without having to bring up different topics that are happening in a specifically coinciding with each other and trying to connect the dots. I'm just trying to seriously, wholeheartedly make sense of this. I was wrong about housing crash. Housing should have crashed back in 2014. It never did. It should have crashed again in 2017. It never did. And it should have crashed in 2020 with the COVID. It never did. So there's more at play, and there's more that we're not being told. And that's what we're working here on this channel to discover for you guys. Leave your comments below, guys. What else do we got here? What else? Wow, that was loud. Okay, Canada's condo market are making huge gains. That will get bigger, says. Why condo market's making gains all of a sudden? Well, it's the cheapest inventory to jump on. Condos are the cheapest, followed by semi-detached townhomes. No, townhomes, then semi-detached townhomes, and then detached homes, and then it goes in that order. So condos, FOMO, people fear of missing out. And Canadian home buyers are ready for bidding wars and ready to pay over asking, says TD. So there it is. People are already willing to pay more over asking. And we're going into the way millions here. The way millions. Never mind 800,000. The way millions. So if you think you could make $1 million in your lifetime, unless, and to put down for, I don't even know. Unless you're eating cardboard and synthetic meats or something. Because I don't know how this would work. For the average to upper wage, upper average wage to upper wage citizens now are feeling the pinch too. Even people that make medium 6-figure incomes are having a tough time living the basic life that we used to in the 80s in Canada. Living that life now is no longer a dream, but now it's turning into a nightmare. Comment below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken. Thanks for watching. I have spoken.